Oh, balls. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Hey, Cleveland, how you doing, bud? Thanks for popping in, man. Cleveland, could you do me a favor? Could you link Ray and Sandy's woodworking? Please? If you're able. I mean, you don't have to, obviously. Hey, Dots Whitlick, how you doing, bud? Thanks for popping in. My hands hurt today. We finally got above freezing temperatures, so that's awesome here. Runic, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cleveland. If any of you guys don't know, I'm going to pin that for now. So those guys, Ray just retired. Like they're an older couple, and they have a little woodworking channel. They've got 253 subscribers, give or take now. So I know we don't usually get a ton of people watching this live, like, or at least chatting. But if you guys wouldn't mind checking them out, I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure they'd appreciate it too. Hey, old Makes, how you doing, bud? Thank you for coming. Man, my hands hurt today. So I have no idea what I'm doing today because my top for the shelf never cured. I think it's because we had such a drastic temperature drop and I didn't keep it heated in here all the time. So it's in the house. I had to dig out all the uncured epoxy and redo it. So it's in the house where it's going to stay warm. Either that or my epoxy was not mixed properly or it was old. Something happened. But I use new stuff. So. But I think what I'm going to do is I have to make just a simple little table tray thing. A large table tray thing. So we may work on that today. And then I've got to do a couple of more cutting boards for people that I got orders for yesterday and today. So I don't know if we'll be doing any of the cutting and stuff for that. I don't want to run the planer while I'm on live. I'll wait till after the live to run that. Hey, Dots. Yeah, I don't do epoxy very often. It's not my preferred method, but it does work really nice to fill in. I don't even have anything around here. Yeah, knot holes and stuff. I like to fill those in, and I like to do it with clear, so that way you can kind of see through it. But I mean, I have tints and stuff, the mica powders and stuff. Do you read here? I don't. What am I supposed to read? I mean, I can read at like a 3rd grade level because I'm a grandmaster. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I read chat whenever I get a chance. What's up? Don't make it something stupid. If it has anything to do with, do you believe in afterlife? Oh, Lord. No. But I don't fault people who do. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. Ugh. Here we go. Yeah. Hey, Dutchmans, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, bud. Can you turn your cap backwards? I can, but I don't. Dutchman, I'm not bad at all. Can you give a difference between something confusing you? You're talking about my Rams extended warranty? How uncool. Yeah. I mean, I'm not 12 anymore, so if I don't have to turn it backwards, I don't turn it backwards. I only turn it around when it gets in my way when I'm working. That doesn't happen very often. Hey, Turner, by the way, how you doing, guy? Thanks for coming in, man. Everybody else who's come in, thank you. Dutchmans, I'm not doing too bad. My hands hurt, but guilt and regret. I have no idea. But anybody who's in here now, the pinned comment, that's Ray and Sandy's Woodworking. I'm sure a lot of you are already subscribed to them, but they're really cool people. In fact, they're live right now, and I kind of feel bad. Well, I hope it's not arthritis. But it's a retired couple. They do a little woodworking, so they got like 250 subscribers now, so I figured I'd try to push him a little bit. Oh, he's done now? Oh. I should have hung out a few more minutes. I thought he was settling in to have like a chat. Well, now I feel really bad because I literally just left there before I turned this on. Well, either way, he's a cool guy. If you're not subscribed and you like to watch people, do some woodworking, check him out. I like to watch him. Got 533. Nice, Dutchman's nice. I don't remember how many I have. I think it's like 350 or something like that. It doesn't really matter. See those missing koozies? Yeah. Yeah, they're on their way to Turner's house. You like carpentry? Nice. Well, that's pretty much what we do here. We have a couple drinks, shoot the shit for a while. Sometimes we build something. Sometimes we figure out a way to not build something. Took you years? Yeah, I'm starting to see that. I decided that I'm not going to chase the subscribers. And by that, I mean I'm not going to put out those videos of like, way to make $8 billion with a fence picket, whatever, things like that. 99% of woodworkers don't know how to use a table saw. I'm not doing any of that crap. Doing stuff in the middle of the day. Yeah, the people that I see at night on live streams that's a whole different group of live stream people. Figure out what I'm making yet? I think I'm gonna just start cutting up pieces for I might cut up pieces for a table, a little thing that I got to make for a church. But I don't want to run the planer. So, I don't know. We could play with the bandsaw, see if we can make a box. That's Honey's thing, though. Hey, Amy Jo, how you doing? Celebrating the heat wave with liver and onions. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with some liver and onions. It's been a while. Kind of want liver and onions. Although, I did find a place that will ship me Scrapple, however you want to pronounce it. And so I'm excited about that. I should be getting that here either, I don't know if it'll come today, tomorrow, or Monday. I can't remember. So I'm excited about that. I know y'all probably don't know what Scrapple is. That's a PA thing, I guess. I mean, aside from the only thing that I have that's actually ready to build stuff is these planter boxes. Since that top didn't cure and I had to dig it out and do it again. Khalid, nobody cares about that, bro. Alright. Sounds like a game you can't play without your phone. Amy Jo, how you doing with the latest eagle carvings? It's not it's like a meat brick. It's generally made with like organ meat, so like hearts, livers, things like that, and then cornmeal and different stuff, and it gets cooked into a brick, sort of like a loaf, like a meatloaf, and then you slice it real thin and fry it. Oh, it's so good. A little maple syrup on it, or a lot of maple syrup on it. We have another one lined up. It'll look much better. Are you doing like different designs for all of them, or did you find are you just trying to find a design that you like so you can stick with it, or I don't want to say stick with it, but do one more than the others? Or you just kind of wing it? Like haggis? I don't know what haggis is. I mean, I know of haggis, but I don't think I've ever had it. Next one will look kind of close to the first one. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, I guess we could... You know, my honey's handmade, Steve. He made a cedar box, like a jewelry box. And I gotta be honest, I kind of want to make one of those just because I like the way cedar looks. I don't want to copy him, but I kind of want one. Waiting on wood to come in to start your new stuff. Cool. What new stuff are you making? I seen the pictures of it on your community page. That thing looks awesome. I like the first top with the like knob on the top of it. Sort of sausage made with liver, kidney, heart. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it'd be kind of like that. Except for you put it into like a loaf pan or a brick or whatever. Highland Cow wood burning picks. Nice. Craftsman 10-inch bandsaw for $65. If you're doing little stuff, yeah, I don't see what. 10-inch. You mean I'm assuming you mean the throat depth from blade to. Here, this is the throat. So this is the throat of a saw, right? This is usually where they take their measurement from the blade to here. So, yeah, 10 inches that's not bad. Oh, you'd be demonstrating the bench? Nice. That was a really cool bench. I can't believe it took you 3 years to get that thing out of the box. Haggis is forbidden to import into the U.S. I can see it. They don't let us have anything good. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Ray and Sandy. That is the people that I have pinned there on the bottom that Cleveland put out. If you guys aren't following them, you definitely should. If you like the woodworking thing. Right? I mean, first of all, where did you put it? That thing is huge. You just like stick it in a corner somewhere and go, I'll get to it eventually. I do kind of want to make I don't make jewelry boxes terribly often anymore, but I think we are going to attempt a little cedar box. Why not? I'm not going to use hand tools like he did. See if I can find some that looks. Oh. See if I can find a board that looks pretty. It was in the loft of your shop? And another box under your sanding table? Oh, good Lord. $9 5/8 throat? Yeah. Yeah, for $65, that's not bad. I mean, you're only doing little stuff. Christ, I don't even know what this one is. Let's see. I don't typically pay much attention to the throat, but yeah, this is a 13.5-inch throat, so it's just a little smaller than this. That's plenty for. I assume you were talking about like a 7-foot tall cabinet for my shop. Depends on the cabinet. Depends on what you want it made out of. Depends on how you wanted it to look. And shipping. Shipping is never free. First world problems. But yeah, Turner, if you're looking at doing like lures, whatever, I think a Craftsman one would do you good. You just have to, if your motor is underpowered, so you're talking like half horsepower or less, you can't force the wood through the blade. You just let the blade do its job and cut, and you just feed it slow. Right? Don't force it. You'll stop that blade a lot quicker than you'll stop any other blade. If you don't want that bandsaw, you can send it to me. No, I want this bandsaw. I ordered a resaw fence for it that bolts here, right on the front and back of it, and I didn't pay attention to the height of the fence, so you can have the fence upright or you can lay it down or take it off, and it has like a cast iron fence. I didn't pay attention to the height of that fence when it was upright, and it was taller than this because it was made for a much larger saw. So I had to send it back. Treat yourself like a woman. There you go, Miles. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes. Hey, Grumpy's laid back carvings. How you doing, bud? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna attempt to. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna be anywhere near as quick as Steve is, but Steve's got boxes down pat. See if I've got something here that I ran through the planer that looks pretty. Oh, it looks kind of cool. I like this one. It's got like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's got like, I don't know if this is medullary rays. See him, oh, got you guys all wobbly. See him like here? It's got this cool little pattern in it. Four or five unsold boxes now. Well, you make one like every live, right? Do I have a fire extinguisher? I do. I always have a fire extinguisher, and I got a garden hose right there. A belt sander. So, here's the thing with belt sanders and jigsaws, right? So, this saw is a lot easier to control because you don't have to control the saw. You just have to control your workpiece. All right? But a jigsaw, now you're either clamping this to a table and locking it on, and you got to get longer blades because obviously that's not going to do you any good, right? You're not gonna do a whole lot of lure carving with that. So you got to clamp this to a table or something so you can control your workpiece, or you're going to try to hold both of them. Right? It's going to be awkward. I suggest clamping the saw. And then the belt sander. I don't even know where my belt sander is. What do I do with it? Huh. I did have it out. I just used it. Huh. Well, anyway, the belt sander, if you're talking like one of the hand-operated ones, you're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to clamp it down so that you have that big belt so you can control your workpiece instead of trying to control the sander. Excuse me. Huh. I wonder what I did with my belt sander. Oh, found it. Alright, so I don't use a belt sander terribly often. I use it for roughing stuff out. So I just got this Craftsman one, right? So they have a lot of torque. So when you turn it on, you know, it'll twist. But that's a big surface for you to hold and try to run a piece on. So you're going to have to clamp it down somehow. But I mean, you can definitely do it. No, I'm trying to wave the belt sander. Hey, Cat, how you doing? You want to see something built? Yeah, we're getting there. That's going to be your biggest issue, Turner, is securing your tool. Secure the tool, because the tool's what's going to hurt you. The piece of wood, that's fine. If it flies off and smacks into a wall or something, big deal. But the tool is what will cause some damage. All right. So, let's give this a shot, shall we? Bobblehead you guys all over the place here. Let me get some stuff out of my way. This obviously doesn't need to be here. I need another drink. So I'm going to do this because I only planed one side of this. The other side is rough. So this is just going to be a for me thing. So I don't much care. I just kind of want to build one. And it should be simple, kind of mindless, in theory. You guys drop down here. Yeah, Ray, I'm sorry. I wish I would have known that you were. Wish I would have realized that you were ending your live so soon. I would have hung out. I always hate when I come across somebody who's live. I don't like to try to split people up. Granny, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Or is that Frank? Either way, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. One thing that I do want to get another one of, because I lost mine, is a corner clamp. One of those, it's like a ratchet strap. It's kind of got like, you know, it's just a loop. It comes back to one point. Those are really nice for making boxes and stuff. So let's see. How about I just make a 10-inch box? So I'm going to go there to there. This is going to be one side. Or, yeah, one side. Alright, I'm going to annoy you guys by turning on the table saw, or I could probably do this on the miter saw, to be honest with you. Should be able to get a solid 45 out of the miter saw on something small like this. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. Seems to have warmed up around here. I did get my nipple mics. My what the hell are they? The Hollyland, the little round mics, but I haven't played with them yet. They're in the house. I mean, like I took them out of the box and I touched them. Whoops. Hey Rick, how you doing? Thanks for coming, buddy. The Hollyland are great. I listen to the tools when you're using them with that mic, and it sounds like it deadens the sound of the tools quite a bit. And that's what I really am interested in. Like I don't know how well you guys can hear me, with just the phone, but I assume it's not terrible. By the way, Ray, I want to check out. Did you build that bench on your? Did I hear that right? You built that on a live stream? Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad that I got to see that you were going live. I don't generally get a notification about upcoming lives. I'm a little sad that I had to cut out early, but if that's going to be your normal time, then I can adjust my time. Oh, you did it today. When did you go live to? Oh man, I didn't even know. I'd have been watching you all day. I didn't do nothing all day. I mean, I had my day job, but let's be honest, I didn't do anything. It's Saturday. Is that live posted? Oh, at 1? Dang. Huh. I'm going to go check it out. I mean, not right now, obviously, but I'm going to check it out. All right, let's see. So I should be able to... What am I hitting? That should be a good 45 if my stuff is still set up. Should be in a little while. I'll definitely check it out. Oh, for the love of Pete. What am I doing? Actually, you know what? We're going to go this way. Now what am I hitting? Oh, the motor. Huh. If my stuff is still set up proper, that should be a good 45. Hmm. $45.1. That should be alright. Hey Scoot, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming in, man. Alright. Probably should have ran a straight edge on that first, but we're going to send it. We're going to see what happens. It's not going to be the most pretty thing in the world. I am absolutely sure, but it is soft wood, so I should be able to roll the corners over just fine. And I should be able to do my patented little trick of just rolling them and then rounding them over. You love woodworking? Nice. All right, guys. So I'm gonna make some noise here real quick. So bear with me. If you got headphones in, you know what to do. I did that on the wrong side. It needs to be. You need to be cutting this side. Board's warped. Give me a second. Let me play with this a minute. There we go. That's better. All right. And then perfect. Do 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 do. This way. Do that first. Oh, that's going to take a lot of cleaning up. I think I can make it work. Do 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 do. to work with that. About 3/8 to get rid of the cup. Yeah, well, I didn't intend to make this, so I really should have planed both sides to get rid of everything instead of leaving it a 1/2 inch. But it is flexible enough that I might be able to work with it. My biggest issue is going to be that blade is way too aggressive for this. So I think I'll have to make a couple passes on the jointer. Set the jointer fence to 45. Make a couple passes to clean these up. Cause that thing is super aggressive. I'll just have to make sure that I count my passes, like 1 off of each side. Making a box for your letters is going to be bigger. Yeah, that's what I did here. Like this is not planed, and this side is plain. So the only reason I have this pile of them over there against my wall, right there, is because that's what I'm going to do down the whole wall. I'm going to line the entire shop with cedar pickets. Hey, Julie, thanks for coming in and giving the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hope you and Justin are having a good time. I seen Justin was out fishing, I believe. Or he might have been cooking something. I'm not sure. I think he was fishing. Yeah. What do you do with your boxes when you make them on the live? Steve? You ain't caught nothing yet? Nah. Day's still young. A bad day out fishing is better than a good day at work. I generally, like, I don't typically market boxes. Like, I don't generally make them and then, you know, hey, here's this box that I have made because I was bored. This work thing. Okay, Julie, have fun. Tell him I said hi. Like, I usually, if somebody wants a box, I go, oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that for you. I mean, I guess I do make them on occasion around, like, Mother's Day and things like that, but it's not usually, I'll make a couple of them, and that's about it. Just because somebody is bound to want one. And around Mother's Day and things, I get stupid busy. Just been having fun making them on lives? Yeah. I mean, you seem to have them down pat. You make a box in, how long are your lives? An hour? Hour and a half? And you got a box 3/4 of the way done. Hey, Steph. Thanks for popping in. Tell Lily I said hi when you get her. Alright. We're not going to do anything with this, I don't think, anymore. I will have to cut a top and a bottom, but I have an idea for that. I think everything else we're going to do is going to be on the table saw. I think. And I got to make a couple passes on the router. I gotta say though, I do miss my 8-inch router, or my 8-inch plate, or this thing, jointer. Hey SMWC, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for popping in. You don't have a market for him usually. Hey Matthew, how's it going, bud? Look, Matthew. It's not up there anymore. I mean, there's a clean spot where it used to sit. I haven't been making a whole lot of sawdust, I guess. I seen your market, based on the stuff I see you make. I haven't like checked out an Etsy page or anything. Just the stuff I see you make. Your market seems to be extremely varied. Which, I mean, I guess they all are. One day I'll make a boatload of planter boxes. The next day I'll make a ton of cutting boards. Yeah. 3 more from that email you sent me. Uh-oh. All right, I need pliers. I don't know what gorilla cranked that down there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that should be a good 45. But we're going to check it just in case. Oh, you're going to be doing a table. Nice. What are you doing a table out of? Come on. 0 out. Thank you. Oh, nice! I got a gaming table that I'm supposed to be building here soon. Once the guys get their funding together, they want me to build them one with a TV screen in the center of it. You actually make more special order stuff? Yeah, that's what I tend to do. I don't generally make things to have on hand. Make whatever they want to pay me for it, yeah. Like, I'll do some stuff to have on hand. Like, cutting boards. I try to keep a couple of those on hand. Just particularly around holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and things like Mother's Day. If I've got blanks ready, then I can just throw them on the engraver. Like, you know, they're all sanded. Everything's good to go. It just needs to have an engraving put on it and oiled and out the door. But for the most part, everything I make is right now. You know, like I've got a couple of orders I got to get to, and they're not anything I have on hand. I also don't have an Etsy store yet. I am going to put up a website here shortly. I think I'll be finishing that tomorrow. Where I'll have, things like the merch, and just stupid stuff like cutting boards. For now, I don't think I'm going to put a whole lot on there because I don't want to find out that I get swamped with stupid stuff. I do have a list of silly little plaques to make, just because I want them. But just like I can take pictures of them and put them up on the store or whatever. All right, what do I do with those? There. So if I keep these, you know what? How about I just make one, get that done, and then I'll make the other one to fit. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. I get to make a couple more plaques for a senior banquet for a basketball team. They're the same seniors. I think they're the same seniors that I did the last batch of plaques for, but these are different. These are interactive. You just make a plaque. It's got some decorations. It's got a piece of plexiglass over it. You make little basketball coins. They sign them, put their number on them, drop it in the thing. So, I don't know. These people found it online somewhere, sent me a picture and said, "Can you make that?" Yeah. Yeah, I can make that. And they were like, "Can you make it by Friday?" And I went, No, I can't. Absolutely not. And they're like, "What if we gave you 3 weeks?" And I said, yeah, I can do that. I have to start, I ordered a bunch of powder paint because I want to start doing the powder paint fill instead of the acrylic fill or engraving filling. I'm going to have to do a bunch of test pieces though to see what I got to do for it. But give me 1 second, I got to make some more noise. I don't have a ton of room to take off. I've got some. of this cedar is way, way too soft for this thing. Just getting an idea to see if everything's going to line up good. It looks like it'll be alright. May have to make fine adjustments as I go. But I think everything's the right size. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to clean up those edges a little bit, make them a little less angry looking. Oh, goodness. Ah. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, bud? Thanks for popping in. Mr. Tom stopped by. Yeah, it's super soft. Doing a 45 on that with the straight blades, it'll take the corners right off of there. I'm gonna have a lot of work to fix that. But it's all right. I don't mind. I just want to make a cool little box for myself. I'm not gonna sell it to anybody or give it to anybody. In fact, I'll probably end up not liking it and then shooting Steve an email and having him make me one. Because I'm not always I mean, I guess every woodworker is a box maker, but looks like cherry. No, this is just cedar. Hey Steve, how you doing, bud? What's up, Jeffrey R? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good, Wayne. Doing good. We got warmer weather. It's not freezing. It's not snowing. I couldn't be happier about it. I got ice that's starting to melt. I am super excited. I'm just waiting for the chunk of ice on the side of my house to come down and bring my gutter with it. Cleveland, so your cutting board that you ordered from me is, it's still weeping. I may have got a little overzealous with the oil. So it didn't make it in today's shipment, but it should be going out Monday morning or Monday around lunchtime. I don't know why I bothered to cover up this table. I spray painted on the damn thing. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to cut some grooves in that so that I can insert some little maple plywood top and bottom to it. Getting warmer, so shop time will increase. So will the uploads. Awesome. Awesome, Steve. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's my shop time will probably decrease a little bit in the beginning of spring because I got, you know, yard maintenance that I got to do and things like that. Which DeWalt, what, the saw? The 7491. Just a 10-inch. I actually rather like it. 4.5 feet of snow in 2 days. I gave up shoveling, right? Like I clear the back deck off, our path from the back deck to my door here, and I clear the front out. And I said, you know what? The hell with it. I got 4-wheel drive. I'm driving over the snow. I'm done with it. I'm done shoveling the driveway. And then my neighbor got he's got a side-by-side or a 4-wheeler with a plow. So he plows my driveway for me sometimes. 7491 RS. What is the RS? Is that just the stand? STL, my Saturday's going good, man. Had no idea what I was gonna make today because I didn't have anything prepped because my top for that, the epoxy didn't cure. Probably my fault, but yeah, oh, it takes a dado stack. Oh, they told me this took a dado stack too. That's why I got this one, because it says you can put a dado stack in. Not a very big one, I guess. I could probably go 3/4 of an inch maybe, which I think is more than enough for this little saw. Oh, I guess I could go almost an inch. Say maybe 5/8 at the most, just based off of the arbor, you know, how long it is. Yeah, this is now I don't even have the box anymore, but oh god. Hi, how you guys doing? Here's what I got. I mean, the book says I can put a dado stack on it. Hey Ray and Sandy, have a good one, man. Appreciate you stopping in. My only complaint is this. You know, if you have this set, you know, here, and that's where you want it, you know, if you bump that thing or that vibrates enough, that there's like no tension there. It'll fall or just roll on its own. Which I feel like that's probably something that I can adjust. I just haven't. I run the 10-inch blade. My dado stack is a 6.5 inch. I haven't put my dado stack on this thing yet. I haven't done anything that I needed a dado stack for. The blade ever stops going up and down. Hey, I appreciate that. I didn't know that was a problem. Yeah, I had no idea that was an issue, but now I do. All right. Let's see. Well, damn. This all ended up being real close to the right size. So let's see. I'm going to put... Let's go there. I don't want to come in too far because this is super soft. Come in that far. Should give me maybe 1/4 inch. Hey, no problem, Steve. Have a good one, man. Go make some sawdust. I look forward to seeing you live later. You can show me how to make a box proper for whatever you're doing today. Alright, I gotta turn this on. I gotta make a couple of cuts, so bear with me. You got headphones in, turn your volume down. Hey buddy, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Mason. Bippity boppity boo. For just a second, I'll be back with you guys here. Yeah. Get this stuff cut down to size. So I want that to be a nudge smaller. Hey, Alan, how you doing, bud? Just making a box. Um, I seen My Honey's Handmade posted a picture of his cedar box, and I got really excited about it. Thought it looked really cool. So decided I was going to try to copy him and make one. I'm not making it for anybody but myself, so I'm not too concerned with how it looks overall. But at the same point in time, I do want it to look fairly decent. And then here in about 2 weeks, I'll be making about a week and a half. I will be making a bassinet. I don't know who that'll be for, but I will probably have the camera up or on just kind of most of the time. Most of the time, I think. If you guys watch My Honey's Handmade, you know he's way better at making boxes more efficiently than I am. But alright. I think I can live with that. I think I can glue that all up. Put that piece in. Yeah, so I can't promise that I'm going to stream everything for the bassinet, but I probably will because I'll be out here working. It's going to take me probably 2 weeks to make it. Maybe a little longer, depends on how angry I get with myself if I make a mistake. And then it'll probably be about a week. It'll probably sit for about a week for it to, so that I know it's fully cured, so that I can pack it up for shipping. And I can sit and look at it and pick out any mistakes. Pretty damn good to you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can live with this. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. But I made it big enough that I can put whatever the hell I want in it. And it's cedar, so it smells pretty. Well, cedar with some maple ply. which, I mean, why not? Maybe I can use it to store socks or something. She won't be here till July. Listen, no, I am gonna hurry on it. Well, I'm not gonna hurry, but it is getting. I have very few orders to do, and I have everything that I need to do. I can do in the next 2 weeks. Very few orders to catch up on. So, although if they've come up with a name before I am assembling it, let me know, because I can work some laser magic. Alright, let me get this damn table saw out of the way, because I'm tired of kicking it. There is a table saw jig that I need to make because I need one. But I don't have the materials for it because I forgot to grab them. So once this thing is assembled, oh, let's see, I need this. You know what? I don't need these. But I do need this. Charlotte Johnson. Really? There we go. But, so yes, I agree. Putting names on stuff does make it harder to pass down, but family names do not make it hard to pass down. Yeah, it's gonna. So I haven't built a prototype of the design that I made, but the design is based on a number of ones that I had found online, and actually seen with my eyeballs. So I have no doubt that the design is going to be sturdy and strong. And it's getting made out of inch-thick cherry lumber, so not only is it going to be heavy as hell, it is definitely not. It is definitely not going to fall apart. I actually went to the lumber yard. I'm gonna go to the lumber yard yesterday. Went to the lumber yard and I hand-picked some lumber. And then ordered some other lumber. I hand-picked what's going to be the two ends. And then the base. So hopefully, my choice is going to be appealing to people in the future. If not, fucking sell it. I don't care. Get that kid a college fund, something. Yeah, we'll do that one last. Alright, where's my glue? Firework budget doubled this year? You doing fireworks in July? Other than 4th of July? Man, this stuff absorbs glue quick. One of the tricks you can use to stop squeeze out on the inside corners is you can put a piece of tape on each edge. I'm not going to do that because I'm not overly concerned with it. I will, if it's an issue, I'll stick a chisel in there and scrape it out. It doesn't mean that I want it to run, like get big runs in it so it runs down onto the base, but we'll pre-soak this edge. And pre-soak this edge. All right. There we go. There's my box. Cedar sides, maple, plywood, top and bottom. Fix the other lives? What other lives? What? Hey Janelle, how you doing? There's too many lives going, I can't keep up. Oh, oh, fuck the other lives, okay. Is that a drawer? No, it's, why does UV resin burn? It's, yeah, it's a little bit more than a dab, Mark. I'm making just a little cedar box for myself. So I have to, obviously I have to clean up the top because I didn't cut them to size, to width proper. And clean up the bottom. But all my joints seem to line up pretty good. We'll find out once the tape comes off and I cut it open. So what I'm going to do is once the glue's dry, I'll just take the box, I'll tape a piece of sandpaper to my table, and I'll sand it. Because it's cedar, it'll go real quick. So I'll run it across and I'll sand it, and then I'll flip it and sand it. And then I'll peel the tape and see if there's something else I need to do. Which we may do it now, just while everything's wet. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Are you gonna play with what's in Dan's box? The woodpeckers are gonna love it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that YouTube, or I think the market is already starting to adjust for woodworkers liking to use cedar pickets. At least in my area. The price of cedar is starting to go up. But they do use subpar cedar for fence pickets. So it's not really something that you're not going to have another use for it. It's not like you can, make 2x4s out of it or anything. It's much too soft and fast growing. It's the wrong kind of cedar for that. At least as far as I'm aware. I think they use the older growth cedar for lumber. Woodpeckers are gonna love it. Thanks, Colin. Appreciate that. So now, obviously, I let my glue sit. I let my glue up sit for 24 hours, so this isn't going to get done tonight. But I will show you guys what it looks like tomorrow on my live, because I'm going to, in the morning, I'll cut it open and I'll play with it. But that'll be my, I don't know what I'm going to put in it. It's a pretty big box. Alright, so it's 7 inches by 10 inches, so it's a pretty big box. I don't know what I'll put in it, but I'll figure it out. Million dollar house built and sold for billions. Am I going to line it? I'm not sure. If I do, because I might play with that velvet, not the crushed velvet, but the actual velvet. But if I do, I'm not going to put in the foam. I want to see if I can adhere it directly to the wood. But what I am going to do is when I cut it open, I'm going to put in 2 alignment peg pins, so that the top can register with the bottom, so that it'll close and it won't just slide opening or whatever. But I might. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to line it. It is big enough that I could get my hand in there and line it proper, I think. And I haven't played with that velvet yet. I got it so that I can play with it, and I haven't done it. So why not do it on a project for myself? 1 fence picket, people. Not even a whole one. Look. There's this much left. Could probably make another one. 1 $4 fence picket. Sold it for $1,000. Right? Isn't that how those YouTube titles are supposed to go? Yeah, I'm wondering if I can skip the foam and just adhere it to the wood itself. I'm not sure. I'll have to do it on a test piece, but it may or may not work. Oh, I forgot the other one. I can't keep these in stock. Mainly because I only ever made one, and I'll never make them to stock. Although, Turner. Remember that box we were talking about? Limited edition run? Yeah, I know there's chipboard. I actually have a piece of MDF around here somewhere. It's like, it's just shy of a 1/4 inch. Don't forget the free pen holder. Yeah, Mark made $600 off a 1 2x4. Yeah, I may end up, I'll do it on a test piece of cedar to see, because the cedar is really dry. It absorbs really quickly. So I may not be able to adhere the fabric right to it. And then again, I might not like the way it feels. I like the way it feels with that little, what is that, 1/8 inch like foam with the cardboard on both sides. I like the feel of that. It gives it a little bit of softness without, being too soft. So I may decide that I don't like it and I'll never do it again. In which case, I'll be going and buying a boatload of those things, those little foam boards. What are they? I guess they're just poster board. I guess in theory, it probably is poster board. Maybe that's all that stuff is. I don't know. I never even pay attention. I just walk up and go, this is what I need. I'm going to take that now. Or if I'm doing a lot, I'll go, this is what I need. I'm going to take all of this. And the next guy is his problem if he can't get it. So I do want to run a couple of tight pulls here around the top and bottom. Believe it or not, masking tape does stretch. It doesn't stretch much, but it does stretch. Which helps it act as a clamp. There, pull those gaps in a little bit. Alright, let's do that on the top. There we go. Pull those ends in. Tip of that one. That may just be my fault. That might be because I didn't put enough glue on the edge. Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna play with my bandsaw. I haven't turned it on once. Because I was waiting for that fence, and then I got the one that's for a much bigger saw, so I can't even fit the fence under there. I mean, I could use the resaw fence on the outside of the blade, but that just seems like a silly idea. When I'm doing control at the saw, I'm either in front of the blade or I'm off to that side. And I want my fence on the inside of the blade. And then you know what? I think I might I don't know, I'll probably timber oil it, to be honest. Just because I like the way it looks. Alright. Oh, goodness. My chat freeze? Nope. Guys, just don't talk at me. I see how you are. I kind of want to play with Bandsaw to see if I can work up. Oh, goodness. Thing is heavy. So I think that I could clamp something here, and I should be able to cut strips off. That's my theory. Instead of waiting another week for a fence. Oh! I wonder, could I just use that? We're just going to play around now. Just because I want to play around. Yeah. I'm going to clean it. Oh. This one's got to come way out here. Yeah, I need a bigger piece of wood. I needs more wood. Bigger wood. I have no idea if this will work or not, so don't try this at home, I guess. Oh, what can I play with? What's up, Crappy Kid? Hey, Michael, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. So it does walk a little bit, but I think that I can fix that with a little fine tuning. I also get a really interesting saw pattern here, and I don't know what that's about. I do know what that's about. I can see it. That's where the blade's turning. It's coming up, walking down, coming up, walking down. So that feels like... No, it's not, because that's on the same... It's the same on both sides, so that must be a grain thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I can make some really thin pieces, and that's kind of cool. Give him my piece back. No, it is the blade twisting. Or I got messed up teeth in here somewhere. So I should be able to fix that with fine adjustments. Either way, that's workable. I can run it through the planer and the jointer and flatten them out. And then I can take pretty wood. It's got that pattern on it that everybody likes. If it was cleaner, you could say it, that pattern, and I can make it that pattern on everything. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that those marks are the blade walking back and forth. But even if they are, I can clean those up. That'll be fine. That is significantly better than running it through the planer or the table saw. Because through the table saw, I would have gotten, I don't know, maybe 3 of these pieces. So you can save a significant amount of material. This isn't really the right blade for this, but we could try. I don't know how to make a fish lure, so I'm just weaning it. Michael, I made this this little cedar box. Made that. Now I'm just playing with my bandsaw. It's a rigid. I want to see if I can cut a fishing lure. I don't know what a fishing lure looks like. Made out of wood, so I'm just kind of drawing something here. And we'll... play with it as I go. Look, I made a fish. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Michael. Happy birthday to your wife. And happy last rites to you. Bro, no way. This is what people are selling these things for? Or this is what people are selling for $300 fucking dollars a pop? You gotta be shitting me. You've got to be kidding me. I'm about to be Dan the fish lure maker, man. If this is all I gotta do to sell these things for $200 or $300 a pop, are you kidding? Fuck's sake. Like, Justin having a rough go at it today. Oh, my bag of sawdust blew out when I chucked it over here. I'll have to put it in another bag. I made a fishy. Where's my chunk of wood at? About to get out my belt sander and make me one of these fucking shad looking bastards. Can't watch my fingers too close to that thing. It's giving you anxiety. It's okay. It doesn't spin very fast. I will know when I touch it because it will hurt immediately. Making a lure. Yeah. Look, I brought out a shape of one. There you go. I made a fishy too. Yeah, thanks, Janelle. It's not very tidy over here, but I did clean up a bunch when before I came on. I took out 2 bags of sawdust. I still have my pile of mixed sawdust and scrap over here that keeps getting bigger. I really got to do something about it. Then I forgot that I had that bag of sawdust back there in the back, so I moved it up here. And then when I threw it up here, I must have busted a hole in it, because, right? Apparently this is almost $300. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at some of these prices of them on here, and good Lord. I mean, I'd imagine it depends a lot on its motion or movement, if it's tracking straight, or if it's, offset and yeeting off to the side or something. But I can do that. I can make these little shad looking things. Holy crap. Or these sticks. Hang on, I got a dowel rod around here somewhere. I can just sand it down to a taper on one end and throw a hook in it. Baker's build? Well, see, the thing is, if they're free plans, then I feel like anything that's free means everybody will do it, which means you have to be different. It's the same with the YouTube videos, right? You're not going to be a woodworker and make $8 million a year off of the same planter boxes that, the same planter boxes or whatever that any other woodworker makes. Like, if you're watching a channel like, crap, who the hell's that? What's that guy's name? If you're watching a YouTube channel and you're getting ideas, or you're looking at their video going, oh, he made $1,000 in one fence picket or one 2x4, I can do that. I'm gonna go get 10 2x4s and I'm gonna make $10,000. No, that's not how it's gonna work. You're gonna waste 10 2x4s. That's what you're gonna do, because if the video has 200,000 views, that means there's 200,000 other people out there that watched the same video you did. And there's not that big of space here in the country. Like, you can see where people are more condensed at, along the coasts and stuff, along the Great Lakes. So you got to figure, if you're there, your neighbor probably watched the same video you watched. Yeah, Turner makes minimum wage making baits. I'm gonna do that. Okay, all right. So now, to be fair, his wooden lures cost $9. I mean, just on the featured products that pops up here. Drill a hole through the little thing. What, this one? The one that's an inch thick? Jewelry making business. Hey, Ricker, how you doing, bud? Which one looks good, Turner? This one, or the fishy? Marlon Bates has a course. Yeah, yeah. So here's where I stand on courses. All right. There is a woodworker. Actually, every fucking woodworker. Almost everyone who's got 1 million subscribers. Okay, they all put out the same videos, right? Make $300 from this fence picket. Make, I can't keep these in stock. Blah blah blah. And then every single one of them has a course that you can pay to take to learn how to make the same things that they make in their videos. And they're not selling a product. They're selling clicks. That's what they're doing. Like all of those, take this fence. Which do you believe? That I can turn this fence picket into $1,000, or that I'm using a clickbait article or a clickbait title to make $1,000 off of people watching my YouTube video who then go out and buy this fence picket and try to make $1,000 off of it? I'm selling clicks. That's exactly what you're selling. You're selling clicks. The products, sure, you might be able to sell some, but so is every 14-year-old in the country. Like, you're not going to be able to compete on a real level. Oh yeah, you can make easy money. Don't get me wrong, but if you're just copying the same thing that you see on a YouTube video, everybody else is doing the same thing. Like, I believe you can turn that fence picket into $25 to $30. Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100% you can. But you're not going to. If the title of the video is clickbaity, right? Like, turn this, can't keep these in stock, right? The little cell phone holders with the little hole in it to make it sound louder. Yeah, everybody and their brother has a 2x4 and a drill. You're not doing anything special, right? So you can go ahead and you can pump them out, but the moment somebody else sees it, you're done. Like, they're gonna make them for cheaper, the same as the other 400,000 people that watch the video are going to do. Like, you're selling clicks. That's how that is. Now, the same goes with those people who review tools and they go, "Yep, there you go, one cut. This is the best tool ever. You definitely need to go and spend 20 grand on that. Best tool ever." All right, back to over here to fucking selling whatever other bullshit tool somebody sent me for free. Yeah, they're not selling. They're selling clicks, and they're getting a free tool, right? Like, that's a shit review. You can't review a tool by making one cut. If you're not using it to do a job over a period of time, you have no idea. You don't know anything about that tool. Like, this saw, I've used it, what you've seen here on this video, and I don't know anything about it. It's a fucking bandsaw, I can tell you that. It seems to be okay. Would I tell you to buy one? No, because I don't know anything about it. Buy whatever the hell you want. I don't know. That's where I stand on that. Now, can you take a fence picket and turn it into $50, $100? Fuck yeah, you can. If you know what you're doing. Hell, even people who don't know what they're doing are doing it. So, I don't know. I just, I know that YouTube is the people like Matthew Peach. Matthew Peach's business, from what I can tell, isn't selling planter boxes to people in town. His business is selling you the course on how to make planter boxes that you can then not sell to people around you. Right? Does that make sense? Like, he's not selling the things in his videos. He's not in that business. If he was, he wouldn't be showing you how to do it for cheaper than he does. Right? Now, you can take those things and you can flip them. You can add things to it. You can take that basic, you can take this box and you can do all sorts of shit to it to make it better than this box. And then yours is now better than mine, and at the same price point, I'm going to buy yours because it looks better than mine. You know what I mean? Like, same with fence pick or planter boxes and stuff. Like, I don't have anything against those people. They're leaning into, clicks makes money. Their business is making money on YouTube. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. So the same with the one cut. Let me set this track saw up that I got for free. I'll make this one cut on this piece of maple wood, and then you'll see this same piece in the next 43 videos when I make another cut. Right? And then you make that one cut and you go, yep, $1,900, you need one of these. And then 200,000 people run to a store somewhere and click on a link and buy all these saws because this guy made a cut, and then 200,000 people go, man, this thing's fucking trash. He got his money. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. Like, that's not a tool review. That's why I'm made it my thing that I will never do a tool review. If I'm going to, it'll be something that's in my shop and gets used regularly. Because that's the only way you know if anything's good. And I'm not doing that make $1 million thing. Like, I think they're stupid. I mean, I might do one just for funny. And then just sit there looking at you. That'd be the whole video. Just me like... do it for 5 minutes and then just loop it. I don't know. There's my little... I said it's 2 free batteries in the corner. Yeah, they want you to review them so that you can sell people in your community to go buy them. Now, if you just go, look at this lithium battery. This battery is awesome. I've never once hooked it up to anything ever. It's great. Go buy them now. Well, then you're the same kind of person I'm talking about. Like, nobody's giving you shit for free. Right? Like, nobody's going, hey, you're a fisherman? You've got a boat? Here's a battery. Don't ever make a video about it. I just want you to have this. That's never happening. Nobody's in the market of giving stuff away for free. Yeah. Like, shit like that, it's different. If you've got a link in your description, or this video is sponsored by, you're doing a review. You're selling a product. I'm like buying the batteries in Germany. But there's nothing wrong. I've done it. I've been using stuff and went, you know what? This isn't bad. I'm not angry at this. Would I recommend you run out and buy it? No, but if you need one, this one's not bad. Right? That's the only way you can do it. And especially in something like a battery. Like, there's so many cheap batteries out there that thing could crap the bed in 2 months. Right? Like, and then you don't know because you used it once. You went, yep, powers my boat. Here's your video. Everybody go buy one now. And then in 2 months, everyone that you sold that thing to in your video goes, the fuck, bro? This battery just shit the bed. The company disappeared. Like, I don't know. I get very antsy anytime I see someone selling something on YouTube, whether it be the can't keep these in stock videos, or here's my tool review, a 15-minute tool review about a table saw that I just unboxed right now. Come on. Yeah, Ricker, I'm in the same boat. There's no way nobody wants me to review anything, but I mean, I'm not judging. I mean, you do whatever. I mean, I know that the reviews, the tool review videos, they make money. They make more money than build videos. I guess depending on who your market is. But for the most part, people like what was it, 751 Woodworks? He used to be a cop, and then he became a YouTuber, and then he stopped building stuff, and now he just does tool reviews, and 99% of woodworkers don't know about that kind of shit. And then now he's got his own store. Yeah, 731. There you go. Now he's got his own store of some sort, like a tool store or something. I mean, more power to him. He said in his videos, like, he doesn't do build videos because they don't make money, and YouTube is what supports his family. I get it. It makes sense. I mean, you do you. I'm not going to judge you, but if you're not doing it genuinely, you're just a grifter. That's how I feel about it. Like, I can't remember who it was. I watched somebody do a comparison of a bunch of what are the parallel clamps, right? So the jaws are supposed to be tapered in a little bit, and then as you tighten it up, the jaws flatten and everything's parallel, right? Guy didn't know a damn thing about parallel clamps. So part of his review was taking them, setting them on the bench, putting a square up there, and going, yeah, this one's not parallel. This one's junk. This one's not parallel. This one's junk. Like, you don't know what they're for, and you're telling me that I shouldn't buy it because it's not parallel when it's unloaded. Like, it doesn't. You don't know what you're reviewing. You're just doing it because you're getting paid for it. Like, yeah, that's it, Ricker. Like, YouTube. It's never gonna make me money. I don't care about it enough to make me money. But I can't keep these wedge tails in stock, right? Now I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy a boatload of wedge tails, and I'm gonna start copying Turner. I'm gonna make a video. It's gonna be how to turn $40 into 40,000 in a weekend or something. But I'm in the same boat, Ricker. I like building. I'm out here anyway. Why not? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I've sold stuff to people on YouTube that I would have never sold stuff to before. So you're right. But YouTube itself doesn't pay me money. Like, the view, I don't get, ad clicks and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. But you are right. If it wasn't for YouTube, there's a couple of sales that I wouldn't have ever made. So. I don't know. Me on that high horse. I don't judge anybody for doing what they want. Like, you do your one cut tool review, get your money. Like, do your can't keep these in stock videos, get your money, man. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just That's it, Ricker. That's what I'm doing here. Like, nothing in this shop is expensive. This is a garage that so many people in America have. Like, across the world have, I guess. Ain't nothing in here expensive. The most expensive thing is probably the table saw, the planer, and the laser. That's it. And maybe this, but I got this on. I got this from Marketplace, so it's used. I don't know what it costs now. Like that's my thing. I'm gonna build out the shop. Yes, I make money out of here, but I make money with what I have here. I have a successful business. At least I think it's successful. It's almost to the point that it can pay my bills and I can quit my day job, which then puts me out here even more, which in theory should up my income, right? So, and I do it with this. You don't need a 30,000. That's why I started my video. Or my channel. That's what I want it to be. I want people to see that you don't have to be. You don't have to have a million subscribers on YouTube to get money. You don't have to have a 30,000 square foot shop, right? And loaded down with Festool products to be able to call yourself a woodworker. It's not necessary. In fact, you don't even need the shit that I've got here. You can go to Harbor Freight and buy it. I have 10K worth of clamps. I don't know. I got a lot of Harbor Freight clamps. I mean, in storage, I have a bunch of Jorgensen's. I might have 10K in clamps. Not here, but total. Yeah, see, Ricker, that's it. Also, hello, Matthew. How you doing, bud? See, ain't nothing. There's an old guy. I think he's an old British guy. I watch him. He looks like and I can't remember the name. He looks like all he does is like work on his porch. Like he has an enclosed porch, and he's got like a table saw and a belt sander thing. And that seems to be it. I don't think I've ever seen him use another tool. I mean, I'm sure he has other tools, like hand tools and stuff. But he makes some pretty cool stuff. With nothing. And you can see through the door his living room. It's like one of those glass doors. You can see his living room through the door. It's not like he's in some big shop. Hey, Kizzy. I've been on for almost 3 hours now. I'll probably be calling it a night here shortly. Because I'm just poking around now. And I got this. This is going to glue or dry and whatnot. And then I'll see how badly it's messed up. If I'm going to like it or not. I mean, I'm just going to keep it. So I don't really care if it's messed up. I'll just have to look at it. And it'll make me sad. Man, I really wish I knew what that old guy's name was. I feel really bad calling him old guy, but I'm being descriptive. Well, thanks, Matthew. I appreciate that. There's a lot of old guys in woodworking on YouTube. There's a lot of old people in general that have some amazing talents on YouTube. Don't forget Megan Lurs. Bam. Bam. Messed up in what way? Oh, I don't know, Kizzy. I got the idea from Steve over at My Honey's Handmade. Yeah, Steph, that works. Old guy with a beard. I mean, there's a lot of us out there, but call me anything you want except for late for dinner. Anyway, and I'd never made a box out of cedar before, but I liked the way his looked. So I decided I want to make one. But my the stuff that I used is really aggressive on the bevels, on the 45s. So I don't know what they're going to look like underneath that tape. Middle-aged guy with a beard in the shop. I don't know what I'm going to do once I actually start building out the shop. Then it's going to look less like a shop, or like a garage, more like a shop. Then I'll want to keep it clean all the time. A birdhouse in cedar. And you would have that rot resistance, so. Thanks, Mrs. T. I appreciate it. How you doing? Hey, cedar is naturally rot resistant, so it should, and bug resistant. Do I have white oak? I think I have some white oak back there. My wood storage is currently right here. Underneath that bench is a bunch of lumber. Right there. Back here is a bunch, and then up here on that shelf is a bunch. Oh, that's right, Ricker. You're in the basement. That's right. I forgot that. Yeah, my basement floods too. That was always a drawback to being in the basement. You're doing a little better? Well, I hope you feel better by the time Turner goes on. Of course I grumble like an old guy, Steph. I'm a mechanic. People annoy me. Make bluebird houses out of cedar? What would I use for what? For the little fish thing? Just a piece of pine. The fence picket? That's cedar. That's why I made the box out of it. Cedar, and then this is maple plywood, top and bottom. Oh, the lure. I could make a cedar lure. Tell Ricker who'll copy you. Thanks, Mark. I've never made a birdhouse. I mean, I'm sure I made one as a kid, but as a adult, I've never made a birdhouse. I know what we're making next Saturday. We're gonna make a damn birdhouse. Well, I mean, you could just get a chunk of 2x4, cut it up, and make some. It's like pine is cheap. It doesn't have to be good. You're gonna screw them up. Oh, I'm gonna go copy Ricker's video on the bluebird house. I don't even know if I have bluebirds around here. They're the ones that look like cardinals, right? They're just blue. Or is that a blue jay? What the hell's a bluebird? God damn it. I'm over here looking like I don't know birds. Oh, that bird is cool looking. I definitely don't have any of those around here. It says we have 2 to 3 of them around here. Blue jays are twats. They're blue and they're birds. That's fair. That's fair. Make a bat house. I do have a bat house out on a tree in the back lot that I didn't build it. It was here when I bought the house. But it does need to be redone. Like it needs to be torn down and put a new one up because the bottom fell out of it. I don't think it has a top on it anymore. or maybe it doesn't have a side on it anymore. Like it's no longer being used, or at least not that I can tell. Is there a Batman symbol on it? Hell yeah. You're gonna try to sell a few? Do it. Give it up or do it to it, man. So in my area, we've got a drive-in movie theater, right? And they have on Sundays, during the warm weather, they do a flea market in there, and it costs like a quarter to get in, or something. $10 for a car stall, or $1 a car stall, whatever it is. Like they call it like the spot between the posts where you pull in, right? You can get two cars in there, post to post. That's a stall, okay? And it's super cheap to get in there. But there's always some kid up there who's making stuff out of, 2x material. So I won't, and it's a flea market. Nobody's going to buy shit at a flea market that they are not getting for super cheap. This kid up there, the last time I was up last summer, he was sitting there with just tons of birdhouses and stuff. So I'm not going to try to sell any. But I do want to make some. Yeah. Yeah, birds are very picky. Some of them will only use things that are, they're the only nest areas that are specific to them, right? And I'd imagine the same goes for a bat. Like if you can't just cut a hole in this and go, here's your birdhouse. Any bird will use it. It's a cardinal house now. And then tomorrow it can be a crow house. Like I don't know birds. Those are the birds that I know. All right. But some of them, they need very specific designs. I only know that because every time you look for a birdhouse online, like there's a bajillion different kinds pop up. Like these ones are for barn swallows or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all just a gimmick, like colored lures. That's right, Turner. I said it. But it's fine because the colors make me buy them. All right, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. And occasionally I catch a fish on it, and it makes me feel good. Oh, I didn't know that. Make the lures and have Runic paint them. Turner, I've heard you say it too. Colors catch fishermen. And it's true. A lot of the colors out there catch. I bet you look at my box right next to you right now. And I bet you there's a ton of things in there that nobody would fish with. Or no fish are really interested in. Like, it doesn't look like a natural prey. I did know bat houses had to have something for the bats to claw onto. I did know that. I didn't know they had to be 16 feet up in the air, though. That explains why this one in this tree back here is so high up. Did I hear box? Yeah. I had a drink at some point. So That must be why they had like the bat house that I had seen that I was gonna make. It had like a piece of carpet on the outside, on the front, like across the front face, and then the carpet went up to a slot, so they could go in the slot. I wonder if that's what that carpet was for, so they could land on it and work their way up. I don't know if it was carpet, but it looked like carpet. Something that they could grab onto and climb in. Sorry, Turner, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I love your colored lures. I bought all the colored lures. I'll send you my wooden fishy. Also, SDL, how you doing, bud? Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. I do a lot of ranting on my videos lately, and I don't think that's okay. Which fish likes the reflector bait? Hell if I know. I mean, I get the flash, the shiny baits. I get that, because it catches attention, and then they come and investigate. Like, I understand that. But ain't no damn fish in any of my lakes or rivers that are pink and purple. And yet, I will buy pink and purple baits. There you go, Greg. There you go. Yeah, Ricker, that sounds... I mean, that probably makes more sense. The ranting phase of live streaming? Yeah. I already went on a rant about YouTube videos. And shit tool reviews. Now we're talking bird houses and bat houses. Turner's gonna ban me from his channel tonight. I'm talking about fishing lures. Made a little wooden fish. And a wooden fish. He's really chunky, but he's a fish. I didn't say all your videos are terrible. Maybe ranting is where we land. Turner's trying to cut someone. Oh, Lord. Nothing wrong with a little chunky. Here, Steph. Do you want me to drill a hole through this, put a string on it, and you can have the first fish shape that I made on the bandsaw? You have to wear it as like a necklace, though. Pointy ends and all. I'm not going to sand it or nothing. You're just going to look right like this. I'll put some fishing line through it. It'll be... Are you making ones like this? Like the what is that? The shad shape with the belly? Or are you doing the ones that look like a dowel rod that somebody sanded the end down to? Yeah, that's true, Ricker. That's true. I don't do it very often because I'm very conscious that the camera is on the times that I do have it on and I'm working. Sell them to the Jesus people. I like that, Mark. I like that. I mean, although I could just skip all that and have the laser print out a bunch of Jesus fish. And then I don't have to cut them at all. And, but when I'm in the shop and there is no camera on, I yell at myself a lot. I yell at wood because it's obviously the wood's fault. It's obviously this piece of scrap laying on the floor that I tripped over. It's, the glue's not working right. You know, whatever it is. I'll be in here yelling at myself or yelling at everything else. You don't even know what kind of board this is? Probably pine. Pine is the most common piece of lumber around most people's houses. Call it your designer handmade necklace. Sure, it'll get me lots of business. Yeah. That's true, Jano. That's true. I try really hard not to swear on either in chat in people's streams or on camera in general. But my vocabulary would be non-existent if it wasn't for swear words. I swear a lot. I can communicate entirely with other people in nothing but swear words. And get the point across. Yeah. Ricker, I want to do that. I haven't done a panel with cedar yet. Not with fence pickets. And I was thinking about it today. This morning, actually. I was thinking about doing up a panel and then putting, because cedar laser engraves really well. Like better, I think it engraves better than cherry. Try not to swear, it sounds like shit. But there's a design that I've been kicking around, and it's probably already been done. So when I do signboards, it's usually inch thick material, right? I plane it, sand it, glue it all together, right? And then I have a big sign blank. I think I've got a video on making the sign blank, right? But those are big and they're heavy. Don't forget to sign your display case. All right, I can do that for you, Matthew. But cedar is cheap, light, and it engraves really well. And you do have some really nice grain patterns on cedar. I thought about doing some signs, right? Glue up a panel and then just put a couple of runners across the back to kind of keep everything flat, because this stuff does like to, I mean, it is thin. It's flimsy. It's not very sturdy. I mean, it's really strong lengthwise, but across the grain, it's not very strong, right? And then just engraving on that and selling them. Yeah, and it smells nice. And selling those as like little, those signs people put up in their houses. What do they call those? Motivational things, or the live, laugh, love that every freaking house seems to have. Yeah, pickets clean up really nice. They are cheap. Relatively cheap compared to any other kind of lumber, right? They're cheap, and you run them through a planer, and they come out really nice. And you don't even need a planer; you can just sand them. Affirmations? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the sayings are. Like those posters that tell you not to jump off a cliff or something. I don't know. Yeah. Welcome signs, unwelcome signs, go away. Funny signs. Engrave my gnome onto one. It says go away with the middle finger. I can probably find those pictures somewhere. I can't draw them. I won't be able to create them. I'm not very good at creating images, but Yeah, that's what AI is for. I'll just use them. Brake check signs. Michael, do you want a brake check sign? That's a sign you can give me. All right, Steph, I'll make you an unwelcome go away sign and put it right on your front door. Don't chop up cliff. It's affirmations for modern living. Yeah, it doesn't, like, cedar is really soft. It doesn't take much. Like, it really doesn't take much to go from this to that. I mean, this was obviously done with a planer, but I have a planer, so I'm going to use it. I'm not going to run sandpaper over it for 20 minutes. But you start with 60 or 80 grit, and it'll take this stuff down real quick. Like, and I don't know about you, but I think that looks really cool. You know, and then you've got your straight up red. You got ones that have multiple hues in it. Like, you can make all kinds of cool stuff with cedar that you clean up. And your fence, if you're doing planter boxes, the difference between Jimmy John down the street making these and you making these, yours are obviously going to look better. I mean, they might have a rustic market, but that is something that I would put in front of my house because I like to at least look like I'm civilized. I don't like to look like I just nailed together some shit and because I'm too broke to go and buy stuff or whatever. I don't know. I like to look like I at least have a little bit of civilization to me. Off of Medea. You wake up in the morning, the sun will rise. If it don't, you've died. Back off, bumper humper. Could probably sell this. People love snarky. Yeah, I've got a whole list of things that I want to put on signs. Just so that I can have pictures of them. I don't know what I'll do with them afterwards, but some of them will manage to make it into my house. And other ones I'm sure will make it to other people's houses. Somebody might buy some. But it'd be things like that that I can put on my website, you know, and it might trigger somebody to click the buy button. Yeah, I mean, a birdhouse, it doesn't have to be, a birdhouse doesn't have to be fancy, and, you know, I like to call it the sophisticated look versus the rustic look, but I don't know, that's just me. I don't know what the proper terminology is for it, but modern, is it modern? Modern versus rustic? It was supposed to be funny. Oh, the quote? I mean, I enjoyed it. I like it. Redneck bougie. Ain't nothing wrong with a little redneck bougie. I tell you what, though, if your market is to be making, you know, planter boxes and stuff, things for spring, get kicking up on that because my Lowe's, we've got snow outside, and my Lowe's already got rid of all their rock salt and stuff and put out lawnmowers and grills and planting stuff. Like, I imagine if my Lowe's did it, everyone else is doing it. Like, we've got ice storms, and you're like, oh, I need some rock salt. Where should I go? I'll go to Lowe's. Nope, too bad. You can buy charcoal. We've got smoking pellets. No rock salt. Sorry about your luck. Try again next year. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to get my planters done so that I can put planters in them, or not planters, but I can put plants in them, stage them, and take pictures and post them up. See if I can't con somebody into buying them off of me before Jimmy John up the road corners the market on $10 planters that he found on some YouTube video. But as I'm sure everybody is aware, once you put something up on the internet for sale, you will immediately have every other woodworker in your area copying you. It's just how it works. It's like woodwork groups on like Facebook and stuff. I'm a member of a whole bunch of them, and they all try to sell stuff to each other. Like, why? Why would I buy your cutting board that looks basic when I can just make my own? Like, I got a scrap bin back here. I can just throw together a cutting board out of that. Like, or my favorite, the board with a handle cut on it, calling it a charcuterie board. I sell these. Just wanted to let you guys know I sell these for $95 a piece. Just let me know if you want one. Nah, I'll go make one. That's fine. It's good on you though, but wrong market. And then everybody in that forum then takes that idea and copies it and sells it to their local area. Which then everybody who's not in it sees it on Marketplace and sells it to the rest of the people. And then they immediately spiral to the bottom of the who can do it the cheapest race. But Runic is live right now, apparently, because I seen a notification pop up, and I kind of want to go watch him for a bit. And I gotta do a little cleanup in here and get ready to go to dinner. And if I do all my bullshitting tonight, I won't have anything to bullshit about tomorrow. So I'm gonna let you all go. We'll catch you tonight on Turner's stream, and I'm sure there'll be a couple other woodworkers on tonight. There usually is on Saturdays. But we'll catch you guys later. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. I will. I'll try to show you guys how that box turned out tomorrow in my afternoon stream. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, my chat froze. You ever glued on runners before routing the grooves to the track bolts for a table saw? I have not, Kizzy. I have not. Listen, I mean, I sell planters. I don't sell them. They're not my entire business. But all right, Ricker. Everyone, you guys have a great night. Fondue pots. Yeah. Hey, Crazy Life. Sorry you popped in and I missed you. My stuff was all locked up. Nice. Good deal, Michael. I'm glad. All right, guys. We'll talk to you all later. Thank you. Have a great night or a great afternoon.